What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? It is Wednesday, June 30th, 2021. I'm your host, Ty, and this is Smarter Gambling. Hello, Roller. Hey, Verb Maker. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys. Newegg is pumping. Yeah, I did see that. DDL. I did not see that one, but we can take a look at that. Yeah, I did see Newegg. A lot of things are pumping today. So, today we're doing the show from Tendy Town. Tendy Town. That's because for the most part, everything is up. The NASDAQ is down. Crypto is pretty sideways. But for the most part, everything is green. So, great show for you guys today. As always, we'll do our daily stock and crypto review. And today for the news, we got some Robinhood news. They're in a bit of trouble, so we'll go over that. And for the analysis today, we're going to talk about XELA, MRIN. Of course, we got to talk about that one. CUEN, BLIN, and then we could do BQSR, or we could really do anything after BLIN, but whatever you guys want after that. But definitely we're going to talk about XELA, MRIN, QUEN, and BLIN. And then, of course, we're going to get to the Yolos. A lot to talk about today. Yeah, I hit 182 subs today. Had a good amount of subs last night after I made the MRIN video and the MMAT video. So, great show for you guys today. Let's do it. And before we begin, please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. Verbmaker, you wish you would have shorted ATOS? Yeah, I actually did short ATOS, and I was up like a couple $100 on that, and then it came all the way back. I think this was on Monday. And then I got stopped out. I got squeezed out at break even, so I didn't make any money on that. Yeah, I should have just held. I usually don't like holding short positions overnight. But, yeah, looking back, I should have held on to ATOS. And I should have shorted MRIN too. I was thinking about it like last night, but like, and I look back at it now, and we'll discuss this later. But I would have made a lot of money on MRIN today. I shorted MRIN twice. The first time I got squeezed out, I lost money, a couple $100. I shorted it again on Monday, got squeezed out for break even. I was up a couple hundred, I got squeezed out at break even. And today I was like, oh, I gotta do it, but same thing. I was too nervous. Could have made like $1,000 on that if I just trusted my gut. But I did make on other stuff. I made on BS QR. I made on CERE. So, you know, I guess I can't complain. Green is green. Yeah, a few months ago. Well, I just started like a little over 3 months ago. Yeah, I was talking to myself for a little bit. So, you know, very glad channel is growing. You know, I'm glad I have you regulars in here every day. Appreciate you guys. Without you guys, the show's not possible. So, yeah, you know, slowly growing, and it's going really good. I should short Verb and DDL. Well, honestly, I haven't taken a look at those, so maybe I will. After the show, I could take a closer look to see if they're good short stocks. But thanks for the tip. All right, let's do it, guys. Boom. All right. What's up, Zakaria? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Okay. So, we got the Dow Jones up 0.61%. The Nasdaq is down 0.12%. And the S&P 500 is up 0.13%. Pretty good day for the stock market. There was a lot more green than red, so let's see what's going on. Wow, Airbnb, that's been doing pretty well. That's up 4.83%. ALF, that was trending last week. That's excuse me. That's coming down. That came down yesterday. It's crashing pretty hard. That's down 7.42%. AMD keeps on running. AMD is doing really, really well. And there's a lot of talk about on Wall Street Bets about AMD. It's not a meme stock. It's a legit, good company. But that's been running. That's up 4.93%. ATOS. There you go, Zakaria. Tendies. Yeah, ATOS down 12.47%. Yeah, before you jumped in, Zakaria, Verbmaker was saying he should have shorted ATOS. And I did short ATOS. I just got squeezed out for no gain. But, you were the brave soul who held overnight for a couple of days, and it's paying off. So, congratulations there, man. Why is Newegg pumping? I really don't know, low roller. Maybe there's some news. What's the ticker for Newegg? Is it? Yeah. NEGG. There is no news. It says no specific news to justify price action. So, probably just a lot of ape stuff going on. The apes are in there, but no real reason as to why it's pumping. That's interesting. Holding a bigger short position now. DDL. What's going on with DDL? I don't even know what that company is. Did this company just IPO? DDL? Yeah, this just went public 2 days ago. So honestly, I'd probably stay away from this. Looks a bit scary. It could keep running. Really can't say. There's no data from this. It's like MMAT. So it could be a good short stock, but typically I don't like making plays on these new IPOs and stuff like that. So it could be a really good play, but personally I'm gonna stay away from DDL. Newegg, I don't know. Got to look more into that later. ATOS has decent support at 6. So you're gonna hold through 6. Let's see ATOS. Yeah. This could come back to 5. That looks like the next support. 5. Interesting. Oh yeah, man. You made a great play there. Holding overnight for a few days. Paid out pretty well. Although, you see there's a gap here. Gap at 7, gap down, so just be careful, man. Can I look at Verb? Sure, we can look at Verb. Verb. So this was a penny stock not too long ago. Interesting. Is there news for this? Holding to the moon. You mean holding to the ground? um. So it says they got a price upgrade. Ascendiant Capital upgraded Verb to $4, but no like specific news or anything. $4, that's a lot. That'd be double the current price. So what probably happened was they got their price. Oh, they got their new price target of $4, and then a lot of bullish sentiment, and then the apes piled in, causing a short squeeze or a squeeze, gamma squeeze. But this was a penny stock not too long ago. Interesting. Gotta look more into this later. But this could be a good stock to short. Or who knows, maybe it'll keep pumping. Verb was trending, yeah, on StockTwits. Yes, it was. I did see that. And so was Newegg. But I did not see DDL. That one is the first time I'm seeing that. But yeah, Verb and Newegg I did see. Low Roller, you're not on StockTwits? You should make an account, bro. I don't even think you need an account. You could just look on it. Okay. So we'll go through this very quickly. What else we got here? Bed Bath & Beyond up 11.3%. Earlier today, that was up 30%. I mean, I'm happy. Doesn't really matter. Anything past 30, I'm happy with. I'm going to have to sell those at 30. That's all right. CCIV, this was trending. That's up 9.5%. Wow. Check. That's down 15.23%. Interesting. CRISPR, this was also trending. That's up 7.58%. What else we got here? GME's up 1.55%. Metamaterials, that's finally going back up. That's up 6.54%. Very nice. The bleeding looks like, well, I'm not going to say it is, but this could be the bottom of the bleeding for metamaterials. Formerly Torchlight. I do have puts for $5 on this, so as long as it stays above $5, we're cool. I'm happy. Microvision, that's down 9%. Pretty disgusting there, but, you know, went from like 12 to 20 something, so kind of expected. Neo, this was flying today. Neo's up 5.68%. Kind of upset. I looked at the options for Neo. If I just held on for Neo for a couple more weeks, I would have made an additional $10,000. Because I had leaps on Neo. Oh well, what you gonna do? Made a little bit of profit there, made a couple $1,000. Can't complain. Would have been $10,000 richer, but oh well. Can't complain about green, right? You're on StockTwits trolling long. StockTwits is pretty hilarious. You got all the bulls and the bears always fighting each other. And yeah, you got a lot of trolls too. I love StockTwits. Yeah, MMAT is coming back. Strong day for MMAT. Oh, what happened to Ocugen? Oh, crap. That's, Ocugen's down 5.08%. That's not good. For me, personally, I need this to stay above $8 by Friday. Or else, the shares are not going to get called away. I mean, if they're not, I'll just sell more calls on them. But I thought for sure this is going to be above $8 by Friday. Now, I don't know. We'll see. What else we got here? Recon. That's up 5.6%. Very nice. Rocket down 4.21%. Roku keeps going. Wow, Roku. That's up 4.26%. I should have. Why did I not buy Roku? Kicking myself over that. You're out? You're out of oxygen? Really? You keep changing your mind, man. I thought you were gonna hold till 9 or 10 and then 19. Now you're out? Well, I'm getting out soon. Screw that. Low roller. No, the stock market is not closed on Friday. The bond market closes at 2 o'clock, but the stock market is open on Friday. Oxygen has a conference call this Friday. So, you know what that means. Sell the news. Okay. Anything else going on here? No, nothing too crazy. Well, yeah, so today we're going to talk about BLIN. That's up 26.84%. Yeah, BSQR, B Square. I made 600 bucks on B Square today. Although I did get stopped out at 20%. Kind of sucks, because if I didn't put a stop there, I would have made over $1,000. Like 1,100. I would have made almost double if I didn't get stopped out of that. But hey, 600 bucks. I'll take it. But I was like, damn, I'm just watching this all day. Like, it just keeps going lower. Why did I get stopped out? But yeah. B Square down 40.67%. Nasty. Good for me. I shorted that. CERE. That's down 13.17%. I sold that at 26. Well, I shorted at like 27.60. Out at 26, made a little over 200 bucks on that. If I held that one for a little longer, literally like 30 minutes longer, would have made probably 100 more, 100 something more. Oh well. CUEN, we'll discuss this later. That's mooning today, up 123.74%. Yeah, CVM. That's getting wrecked. That was at like 20 something, literally 3 days ago. I sold puts on that for the 10 strike. Looks like I'm gonna be bag holding that one. Unfortunately. Maybe not. We'll see. MRIN. That's down 38%. I should have shorted MRIN. I was gonna do it. I chickened out. If I did it, I would have made probably $1,000 on that. Around there. A lot of missed opportunities today. I'm up pretty big, but a lot of missed opportunities today. So, can't complain, but pretty disappointing. NTLA, that is up 6.79%. I'm thinking about going back for that one tomorrow. I got stopped out yesterday. Got squeezed out. Lost 300 bucks on that. I'm ready to go back for round 2. Ridiculous stuff there. And yeah, a lot of price action today. A lot of stuff going on. So I made pretty good tendies today. Hope you guys did too. Stock market will be regular hours. Yes, low roller. On Friday it will be regular hours. Watch out for ATOS. Personally, I think I'm done with ATOS. You're probably right, quite honestly. But, you know, didn't catch it at the high. I'm just going to move on to the next opportunity. If it breaks 6.2, it's done. Yeah, $6 looks like support there. at 6. Not much holding it up after that. SoFi. I mean, honestly, I don't really care for it too much myself. But the apes do like this one. Wall Street Bets is all over this one. Not so much Stock Twits, but Wall Street Bets really, really like SoFi. And it has been doing a lot of volume past couple of days. So, squeeze imminent? Who knows? Maybe. There's a lot of Yolos on SoFi. A lot of apes in that one. Like, I think yesterday we did all SoFi Yolos. Today I got a few SoFi Yolos. Yeah, personally, I don't know what the big deal is. Maybe I just haven't done enough due diligence, but this has been #1 trending on Wall Street Bets for the past couple of days. Interesting. Maybe if it came back down to 15, I might take a position. Looks like some pretty strong support there. Yeah, gotta keep an eye on SoFi. Yeah, low roller. No, no market is stock market is not open on Monday. Okay. Let's take a look at crypto. 1 second, guys. Gotta pull it up. And gotta mute while the siren passes, and I pull this up. Robinhood IPO access. Going up like crazy. I haven't paid attention to that, but that's interesting. Thanks for the tip. Okay, so here's crypto. All right, this is worse than I thought it would. Than I thought it was. It wasn't that bad earlier. So maybe we shouldn't have done Tendy Town today. Oh well. Crypto's down 9%. Bitcoin's at 35,000. That's down 4.3%. Ether's up. Ether's like the only thing that's up. That's up 1.63%. Not much, but at least it's in the green. Cardano down 1.2%. Dogecoin down 5.4%. XRP down 4.44%. Litecoin down 4%. Chainlink down 3%. Polygon down 5%. ICP, that's getting wrecked. Down 13%. Ether Classic is also up. That's interesting because this was running yesterday. So pretty much all red. And where there is green, it's not anything crazy. So pretty bad day for crypto. Not the worst, but pretty bad. Okay, let's get to the news. Only got one piece of news today about Robinhood. So let me pull that up. Low roller. Yeah, ICP did pump a couple days ago. It's up. It's still up 44% for the week. So I guess 13% down today. Not too bad considering. Okay. Robinhood to pay $70 million fine after causing widespread and significant harm to customers. Oh, really? Not surprising at all. Isn't this like the third time they had to pay a fine in a couple of months? They're always getting fined for something. Anyway, let's read this. So Robinhood has to pay $70 million to FINRA. That is the largest financial penalty ever ordered by the organization. So it must be pretty bad. Says that millions of customers received false or misleading information, including how much money they had in their accounts, whether they could place trades on margin, and more. Inaccurate information cost customers more than $7 million. And Robinhood has to pay restitution. That's good at least. You get your money back. These crooks. ICP down 90%. Yeah, imagine buying in at a couple hundred. Bag holders unite. Robinhood approved risky options trades for thousands of users when it should not have. That's not surprising. And then here it's about the whole GameStop fiasco. So yeah, I don't think anyone's surprised. Robinhood is an absolute mess. Does anyone actually like Robinhood? I mean, I understand that it's easy to use. It's very user-friendly. But it's not a good brokerage. It's really, really not. Any more sophisticated investor will tell you that. Like, they suck. They're pretty bad. But I get it. I get it. It's a good way for new investors to. It makes it easy for them. Doesn't mean you should use them. Doesn't mean they're good or trustworthy. But yeah, I really don't like Robinhood. This is not surprising to me. I remember when they pulled the whole GameStop thing when they disabled the buy button, and then everyone promised to short Robinhood as soon as they IPO'd. I wonder if that's still true, or if all is forgiven. I remember when the GameStop thing happened, Robinhood on the Google Play Store went from like 4 stars to 1 star in like 5 minutes. It was hilarious. Let me see what their rating is now. Huh. They're back to 3.9 stars, so I think Google deleted some reviews. Because that's what they did last time. But yeah, that's the news for today. Robinhood news, they're getting fined. Again, nothing new. Nothing surprising. Alright, let's move on to the analysis. Verb maker. I'm not sure, honestly. They don't let you short? Sorry about this. Someone's blasting music right here. I don't know, honestly. I don't really use Robinhood that much. I don't at all, actually. I have a Robinhood account, but never put any money in there. That'd be kind of dumb if you can't short on Robinhood. What kind of nonsense is that? But that wouldn't surprise me. You can't do a lot of things. You can't chart. I don't think there's news or anything. You can't trade in the pre-market. You can't trade in the post-market. You can't do a lot of things on Robinhood. A lot of features that other brokerages have, a real brokerage has, you can't do it on Robinhood. Pretty unacceptable, if you ask me. But, they cater to newer investors who don't really know what they're doing. They just make it real easy and simple. But, as you become a more sophisticated investor, you see how bad the platform is. It's pretty terrible. And as a company, they're pretty shady too. They democratize investing. They make everything free, but then they sell your information to the hedge fund. So they claim to be for you, the little guy, and then they just sell your information to the big guy. But people don't know this. Yeah, I hate Robinhood. Awful brokerage. Okay. But at least you can trade crypto. I give him that. You can trade crypto on Robinhood, which you can't do anywhere else yet, but give it a year. Every major brokerage is going to be able to trade Robinhood. Yeah, people use Robinhood for Dogecoin. That's true. If Coinbase had Dogecoin before Robinhood, it might be a little different, but yeah, that's true. People used it just for Dogecoin. But now we got Coinbase and a few other exchanges. So, not gonna save them next time. All right. Analysis. All right. XELA. All right. Here's XELA. XELA Technologies. We talked about this one yesterday. It was trending a lot yesterday. It was squeezing in the aftermarket yesterday. It went up to like 350, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it came all the way back down. So that would suck if you bought in the post market. Imagine buying at like 350. New generation of bag holders are born every day. Okay, so this finishes at $2.39. That finishes up 2.14%. I guess I give that some applause. Nothing too crazy. Robinhood might add Shiba Inu. Yeah, that's not surprising. That'll probably get them some more business too. Because everyone wants to jump on the next Dogecoin. Although I don't think it's the same thing at all. The float, the supply is crazy. But Robinhood knows what their customer base wants. They want the memes. They want the quick money. So that's not surprising if they add Shiba Inu. All right. I see in the aftermarket this is coming down. This is down to 220. And there was some news today, so let's go over that. All right. So they did an offering. Equity offering. Not a share offering, equity offering. Which usually is a bad thing. But when it comes to apes, for some reason, diluting the stock and raising capital is a good thing. And stocks go up whenever there's an offering for these meme ape stocks. Nothing makes sense anymore. So it says they enter a new $150 million at-the-money equity program. So they just did a $100 million offering, and now they're doing another one for $150 million. So they're just taking advantage of the apes pumping the stock up, which you can't blame them for. Any logical, smart CEO, executive would do the same thing. Yeah, so they just did a $100 million offering last month, May 27th. It says the money will allow them to pay off debt and general purposes, including development of programs, commercial planning, and sales and marketing expenses, and general administration expenses. Acquisition or licensing of additional product candidates or business or working capital. So, for anything they need, pretty much. Anything and everything. Okay, So, I guess that's not really news. That's just announcing a capital raise. Okay. So, quite honestly, I'm not sure what all the hype is about. Like, the stock is not mooning more than other stocks. You know, BSQR, MRIN. These other stocks just absolutely took off. I mean, this one went up a decent amount yesterday, but compared to other stocks, it's nothing crazy. So I don't really see what the hype is about. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I need to get on StockTwits and read more stuff, do more DD, but I don't see what the big deal is. But people really, really like this one on StockTwits. The StockTwits apes love this one. All right, so let's analyze. All right, so right now it's pretty much sitting on this support of 245. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 280, 320, 360, 410, 460, 550, 610, and then the all-time high of 782. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 215, $2, 170, 140, and then $1. So, honestly, this looks like a pretty bullish chart. Well, there is this gap up from 2 days ago, or yesterday. Yesterday this gapped up from 150. So when something gaps up, it usually comes down to fill the gap eventually. So probably at some point this will come back down to 150. Although there is a gap back here at 360, and that gap never got filled, so 2 gaps to fill now. One up, one down. But yeah, looking at the chart, this looks pretty bullish to me. There's a lot of upside potential. Very wide channels, so there's going to be a lot of price action if this goes to the upside. And there's a lot of room to run. And on the downside, it really can't go down too much. Like, it really can't go below. I don't expect this to go below 125. Seems like there's pretty strong support at 125. And if it does, I highly doubt this is going below $1. That's the low. So, yeah, not too much downside potential, a lot of upside potential. So, just looking at the chart, this looks pretty bullish. Not financial advice. The RSI is currently at 76. So that is in overbought, overvalued territory, although it's not in crazy overbought, overvalued territory. So this still could run a good amount more. The volume was 433 million today, which is insane. Did not expect this volume after yesterday, because yesterday's volume was insane. Yesterday it did 400 million. So today we're getting 433 million, even more than yesterday. So yesterday was the second biggest volume day ever, and today it did even more. So today is now the second biggest volume day ever. So, we're getting kind of conflicting information here. Conflicting indicators. Looking at the support and resistance, looking at the graph, the chart, it looks pretty bullish. Looks like the cup and handle is forming. Looks like the cup is forming right now. The U shape, here's the cup. So that's a bullish sign. And based on the support and resistance, that's also a bullish sign. Like I just said, not too much downside potential, a lot of upside potential. And as we go to the upside, the channels are getting a lot wider, so that would mean a lot of price action. But based on the RSI and the volume, that's telling us that this is likely to come down. Because the RSI is in overbought, overvalued territory. So that says that this is likely to come down. And the volume is pretty ridiculous. A lot of volume. So we can't expect 400 million volume days every single day. So pretty soon, the volume is going to come down. So, I really can't say where this is going to go. And again, we have the gaps. Gap down here at 360 and a gap up at 350. So a lot of different things going on here. A lot of different indicators signaling different things. So quite honestly, I really couldn't tell you where this is going. But based on the sentiment, on social media, on stock twits, the apes really, really like this one. So I would not be surprised if this is the next squeeze. This could be the next Torchlight, MMAT, MRIN. This looks like it potentially could be. Verb maker. Well, personally, I would not go long, but if this does blow up, if this does start squeezing, I'm in there on the other side. I'm shorting it down. But going long, it looks like it could be a good play. It's just already so overbought. So, personally, that's what I would do. I would just hold off. And if this does in fact take off, I'm just going to short it down. But I probably would not go long on this. And right here, I would not short it. Because, like I just said, not too much downside potential. Dreaded ape. You're a hodl? You're diamond hands, huh? Diamond hands.
With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold.
Well, good luck to you, man. I certainly hope you make the tendies. I'm rooting for you guys. Rooting for you apes. Yeah, I would not be surprised if this mooned in the next couple of days. It kind of seems like it will, based on all the sentiment on stock twits. The apes love this one. And as long as they don't sell, as long as they diamond hands, they could squeeze this up to like 6 or 8. That would complete the cup. If this went to 6, even 8, because the all-time high was like 8, 782. So if this does start squeezing, I do expect this to go up to 7 to 6 or 8. Oh, thank you very much, Dreaded Ape. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for watching today. Yeah, low roller. We can take a look at that after I'm done analyzing this. Almost done. So, yeah. This is... So, if you want to go long, that looks like it could be a decent play. If you want to go short, I probably wouldn't do that. I don't recommend that. As we just discussed, there's not too much downside potential. So, personally, I'm just going to hold off on this one. I wouldn't go long or short right here, but it does seem like going long is the better play. Although, that's not financial advice. Please be careful. Like I just said, RSI is pretty high, volume is pretty high, so that indicates that it's coming down. So, it's anyone's best guess. I really couldn't tell you. But based on the positive sentiment on stock twits, based on this cup and handle, based on the support and resistance, I'd probably say this is more likely to go up than down. But too risky for me. I'm going to hold off for now. Hey, Risky Business. What's up, man? Appreciate you for being here. So that is XELA Technologies, XELA. this was trending pretty. This is I think this was number one trending for a while today, and it was yesterday too. So this is going to be really entertaining to see what happens in the next few days, in the next few trading sessions. There's going to be a lot of price movement either way, short or long. So we'll see what happens. It is dumping in the aftermarket. Now it's down at 212. So good luck to everyone. Hope you guys make tendies. What's my thoughts on AMC, Isaac? Well, right now, we see here it's consolidating. It's been consolidating for a while between 60 and 50. So I expect this to consolidate for a little bit more. And then after that, this is either going to break out to the upside, probably past the all-time high, or it's going to come crashing down. Either one. And the RSI is at 61 right now, so that's more on the overbought side. So I don't have like a personal opinion on it, but just reading the chart, we're probably going to see some consolidation for a little bit. It's probably going to consolidate around 55. That's pretty much where it is now, but it's probably going to trade around 55 for a while. It's going to trade between 60 and 50. And then eventually, it's either going way up or way down. So that's going to be pretty entertaining to see. Hope that answers your question. Is Alpha pump and dump? Let's see. I would say yeah. Kind of looks like it. Because usually when things pump up, when they fade away from the social media, you know, the on stock twits, like Alpha was trending like all last week, and then now you don't even see it anymore. So it pumped up, and then now you don't even hear people talk about it. So Alpha, yeah, I would say this seems like a pump and dump to me. Although the CEO does support the apes. The CEO is like an ape himself, and he's purposely manipulating the stock to pump it up, using the power of the apes to pump it up. So I do expect this to come back up eventually, but this still could dump off quite a bit before we see some consolidation and it comes back up. But not quite sure if it's a pump and dump, but probably yes. Probably yes. I would say it's more likely than not a pump and dump. MRIN is being manipulated, bro. Yeah, I believe it, and we'll discuss it a little bit later. Manipulated both ways. Manipulated on the way up, and now it's being manipulated on the way down. I actually got squeezed out of MRIN twice, and I'm pretty sure it got manipulated. Because I was in here on Monday at like, I don't even remember, but I think it was around like $5 or something, and I couldn't believe that it was still going after it went all the way up from like $2 to like 5. I could not believe it was still going, and then it goes all the way up to 18, 19, and of course my gut was telling me short it down, and I just didn't pull the trigger. I would have made over $1,000 today if I just listened to my gut. But oh well, made it elsewhere. The CEO of Alf, yeah, he did. Alf did a buyback. Yeah, they did like a $2 million buyback, which caused a short squeeze or gamma squeeze. And then, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I'm not sure if the company dumped their stock, but that would not be surprising. CEO, maybe he dumped his personal stock, not the company's stock, but maybe he dumped his personal stock and cashed out on that. I can see that. All right. So let's take a look at this Bitcoin news, and then we'll move on to MRIN. Already here. Okay. Deal could see 650 banks offer Bitcoin to 24 million customers. Okay. So nothing too crazy. Just retail is going to have more access to crypto, to Bitcoin. So that's really good news. First Citizens Bank. Okay. And credit unions. Bay Federal Credit Union. So that's good. So, the average Joe, everyday people are going to have more access to crypto, which in turn is going to raise the price of all crypto. That's really good. Positive, bullish news there. Thanks, Low Roller, for sharing this. You got Navy Federal. So you're gonna have exposure to Bitcoin. I mean, I don't think it really affects you that much, Low Roller, because you can just buy it on Robinhood. But it's good for the overall public, and for crypto, overall crypto. Okay, so let's move on to MRIN. All right, here's MRIN, Marin Software. This finishes at $10.73. That is down 73.98% today. Disgusting. And it's still coming down in the aftermarket, down to about 10.30 now. So quite honestly, did anyone expect anything different? I said yesterday, this can only go up so much more. It went all the way from $2 to $19. And I found it pretty hilarious and sad at the same time. On Stock Twits, people still thought this was going up when it closed at like 17 yesterday. Diamond hands is not the way. Sometimes it is, but diamond hands generally is not the best play. The best play is to sell. Hit the sell button. And that's not a popular opinion, but it's true. Diamond hands is usually for like inexperienced investors or people that have a personal vendetta against hedge funds. It's like, I'm not selling, I'm holding, down with the hedge funds. And they don't even care about the money. It's about the principle of screwing the hedge funds. But generally speaking, diamond hands is not the way. Imagine you could have sold at 17 here, and you're still holding it. You lost out on 70% profit. Disgusting. So, yeah, this was trending all last week, all this week. Give me a second, guys. Got a siren here. Sorry. Gonna mute for a second. All right, my apologies. So, yeah, everyone knew this was coming down eventually. It could only run up so much. Um, I don't see how this could go from 2 to 19, and people could still think that this is going up further than that. Yesterday the RSI was at 99, so it literally could not go higher. The RSI. And the volume was getting insane. Anyway, let's analyze this right now. All right, so right now this is trading between the channels. The sideways channel, the rectangle of 1330 and 930. Very wide channel there. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 1330, 1730, and then the all-time high of 1882. So if this goes to the upside, there's going to be a lot of price action. Very wide channels here. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 930, 830, 750, and then and then 570. And there's a lot more after that, but I'm not even going to read those. There's there's a lot. And the channels are pretty narrow. So so the RSI is currently at 68. So it's no longer in overbought, overvalued territory, although it's still pretty high up there. But yeah, yesterday this was at 99 RSI. It literally could not go that much higher. And it went all the way from 99 down to 68. So, pretty big crash there. And this is coming back to normal. The volume was 56 million today. Significantly less than it was past couple trading sessions. Last 2 days we got over 300 million volume. Today we only got 56 million. So not a surprise there that this stock came crashing down. The pump relied on heavy volume, heavy buying pressure. And, the apes ran out of ammo. And people started taking profits. So no more buying pressure. So the stock is falling down now. So, based on all these technicals, I would say that there's still room to pull back. I can't say how much, but the RSI is still pretty high up there. Not overbought, overvalued, but 68, almost there. The volume is coming down. There's little chance that we're going to see 300 million volume days again anytime soon. So the volume is coming back down to normal. The RSI is coming back down to normal. So that makes me assume that the stock price is going to come back down to normal. And it might start filling these gaps. Got a gap up at 750. That gap might fill pretty soon. And there's another gap at 430. That gap might fill. There's also another gap at like $2, but I really don't think it's going down that low. But, very bearish indicators here. And this may have like a little pop in it. It may pop a little bit, but I highly doubt this is going anywhere close to the high again. We probably won't see 19 anytime soon again. Did they do an offering? No. So, just reading the chart based on all the technicals, based on the RSI, the volume, the gaps. I would say that this still has a lot of room to come back down. This is probably going to pull back for a little bit. So, not financial advice, but if you're long on this right now, maybe considering selling. Maybe consider selling. I know paper hands is not popular, but it would save you a lot of money right here. You gotta lock in your profits. And I would say don't buy in here. Don't go long. That'd be pretty risky. There's still probably a lot of room to pull back. Here comes another one. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. All right, my apologies. So yeah, if you're thinking about buying in right now, if you're thinking about going long, I would not recommend that. This is probably going to keep pulling back, and you're probably going to be bag holding if you do that. If you want to short, that seems like a pretty decent play. Like you're probably going to make some money, but you definitely missed the top. It would have been a great play if you got in at 18, 16, 15. But now here at $11, 10, $11, there's still probably money to be made, but you definitely missed out on all the fat gains already. So if you want to short, pretty decent play. I can get behind that. I can support it. But, the big opportunity is gone. But you could still probably make some decent money going short. So, yeah, I would say don't long, and if you want to short, fine, go ahead. But the big tendies are gone. You missed that opportunity. So it's a pretty decent short play, but there are a lot better short plays out there. So that is MRIN, Marin software. We'll have to see where this goes in the next few days. My prediction is that it's going to keep pulling back. Can't say how much. But based on everything, based on all the technicals and the sentiment, this does appear like it's going to pull back. So we'll see what happens. This is going to be very entertaining. So good luck to everyone holding MRIN with MRIN. Okay, where are the good stocks? We're getting to that right now. Okay, next one. CUEN. Okay, here is CUEN Cuentas. Okay, so this finishes at $6.22. That is up 123.74% today. It is pulling back in the aftermarket. This is back down to 560. But still incredible run today. And there was actually news as to why this ran so much today. So let's take a look. Okay, it says the company will work with WaveMax Corp to roll out Shared Fi, a shared network of Wi-Fi access points and small cells in 170 test locations in the New York City tri-state area. The WaveMax mobile ecosystem will enable an enhanced user and shopping experience with discounts for purchases and rewards to Cuentas customers, which will contribute to greater net new revenues. Okay, so I guess they have a partnership with this other company, WaveMax. So I guess they're just providing public Wi-Fi. Okay. Well, that's good news. Good positive bullish news. So, the news came out. Institutions probably started buying in. The apes jumped on this. And that in turn started a squeeze. So, all right, let's analyze this. So first off, we have a gap up at around 320. So this gapped up from 320 today. So as we've been discussing, whenever something gaps, the gaps usually do fill. So at some point, this is likely to come back down to 320 to fill the gap. Okay, right now, it's... Let me draw a new support here. Okay. So right now, it's sitting on this support of 620, which is where it closed at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 820, and then the all-time high of 925. So if this keeps going to the upside, there's going to be a lot of price action. This is going to absolutely explode if this keeps going to the upside. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 580. And then $5, 460, $410, 390, 360, and then all the way back down to 320. So, there's going to be a lot of price action here. A lot of price action. No matter which way, long or short. Although if it goes, upside or downside, there's going to be a lot of price action. Whether this goes to the upside or the downside. Although if it goes to the upside, we're probably going to see a lot more price action. Because these channels are a lot wider. Still pretty wide channels to the downside, but not as wide. So, either way, there's going to be a lot of price action. The RSI is at 88. So that's pretty overvalued, pretty overbought. Like, pretty deep in that territory. And the volume was incredible today. 209 million volume. That is by far the biggest volume day ever. Like, I can't even see down here what the next biggest volume day is. Not even close to today. 209 million volume. So, based on all of that information, I would have to say that this is more likely to go to the downside than the upside. Based on the RSI, based on the volume, based on this gap up. This appears like it's going to pull back. No guarantee, but this is more likely to pull back than it is to keep going up. Yeah, I mean, it's already pulling back in the aftermarket. It's almost down $1. So, I would advise not to go long on this. That seems pretty dangerous. Although it can keep going up, but that's just really, really risky if you want to go long on this. And if you want to go short, seems like a pretty decent play. Although, again, just like with QUNE, just like with MRIN, there probably is money to be made going short, but the biggest tendies, the fat gains are already gone. That would have been if you got in at 9, 8, 7, something like that, even 6. But we'll see where this opens tomorrow. But if you want to go short, you missed the fat tendies already. But it probably still will. It probably still will pull back. So there are tendies to be made, just not anywhere close to where you would have made if you got in earlier. So yeah, I don't recommend going long. If you want to go short, seems like a pretty decent play. I can get behind that. But there probably is better opportunities out there in the market. So yeah, this was trending today. Probably going to trend again tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with this. There's going to be a lot of price action, whether it's to the upside or the downside. Going to be really entertaining. So we'll see what happens. Good luck to everyone who has a position in this one. That is CUEN Cuentas. Okay, last one. BLIN. Okay. Here is BLIN, Bridgeline Digital. That finishes at $4.30. That's up 26%, 26.84%. So, there was no news to justify this move today. So probably just a whole lot of ape stuff going on. Yeah, this run was totally unjustified. It went all the way up to 850 today. And came all the way back down to 430. Oh my god. Imagine FOMOing at $8 at 850. Wow. Sure hope you guys didn't do that. A new generation of bag holders are born. But yeah. So this opened at like 340. Opened at 340 and went all the way up to 850 and then back down to 430. That is absurd. Crazy price action here. Okay, so let's analyze this. And it is going up in the aftermarket. It's back up to 540. So maybe the squeeze is not over. Okay, so right now it's sitting on this support of 430. Around there, of 440. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 490. And then all the way back up to the all-time high of 854. So if this keeps going to the upside, this is going to moon. This is going to absolutely moon. Very, very wide channel here. 490 and 850. Wow. That's incredible. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of resistance would be $4, 360, 340, and then $3. Highly doubt it's going below that, but you never know. So the RSI is currently at 82. So that's pretty overbought and overvalued. Not like crazy overbought and overvalued, but pretty high up there. And the volume today was 130 million, which by far is the biggest volume day. Again, just like the last stock, I can't even see the next biggest volume day. It's not even like on the chart because that's how much volume there is today. So, pump is confirmed by the volume. This is not a fluke. So based on all this information, the gap up, high RSI, high volume, I would say this is more likely to come back down than it is to go to the upside, although it is pumping in the aftermarket, and we'll see where this opens up, where this closes, and where this opens up tomorrow. But yeah, based on all the technicals, this does appear like this is coming back down. So if you want to go long, that is a really risky play, but it could pay off pretty big. Because if it does keep going up, this can go all the way back up to 850. So, pretty risky stuff, but it could pay off. Not saying you should do it, but huge upside potential here. If this does, in fact, go to the upside. It's just more likely to go to the downside. And if you want to short, same thing as the other stocks. Seems like a pretty decent play. Seems like there are tendencies to be made, but you probably missed out on the fat gains already. So there are probably better opportunities out there in the market to short. But I guess you can't go wrong if you want to short this. I can get behind that. I support it. Yeah, personally, I would just not even go for this one. So, another one that's probably going to be trending. Another stock that was trending today and probably will be trending for the next few days. We'll see what happens with this. Either way, there's going to be a lot of price movement. So there's a lot of upside potential. It's just not likely to go to the upside. And if this does go to the downside, I really don't think it's going to go down that much. It seems like there's pretty strong support at these levels here. So my personal opinion is just to stay away from this one. Just don't even make a play at all. Not financial advice. But yeah, that is Bridgeline Digital, BLIN. BLIN. We'll have to see where this goes. Good luck to everyone who has a position in this stock. Alright, so that's all the analysis for today. Let's get to the Yolos. One second as I pull it up. Alright, so today we got SoFi and Wish. Okay, so this first one is by Technical Leather, 49. They say SoFi pain. And I just reviewed this guy yesterday. Pretty sure I told him to sell. I can't exactly remember, but I'm pretty sure I told him to dump. So, probably should have listened to me. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so he has 819 calls for SoFi. For the 30 strike expiring July 16th, 2.5 weeks. So this was a 50K YOLO. And right now he's down over 16K. He's down 33%. So, if I recall correctly, yesterday I said that this guy should dump because the strike price is way too high. SoFi was at like 19, so he would have needed a 50% gain in 2.5 weeks in order for this to work, to go in the money. And it's an FD. It expires pretty soon, 2.5 weeks. So I said that the longer you hold this and it doesn't go in the money, the more theta decay is going to eat at you. You're probably going to lose thousands of dollars every single day. So I said, for that reason, it's probably the best option. It's probably the best idea to cut this and just take the L. I can't remember how much it was down yesterday. I think it was like 5K or 6K or something like that. Now it's 16K. So, I didn't like the play to start with. And for those reasons, the strike price, the expiration date. And I'm going to say the same thing as I did yesterday. You should probably cut this, because the longer you hold this, the more money you're going to bleed every single day. And this is not a couple dollars. This is thousands of dollars every single day. So, you should have cut yesterday. You only would have had a 5 or 6K loss. Now you're at 16K. Now you're at a 16K loss. And tomorrow you might be at a 20 or 25K loss. So, yeah. I think you should cut, bro. That would be the best logical thing to do if you don't want to keep losing money. So, Technical Leather 49. Thank you for posting an update. Appreciate it. Yeah. I said yesterday, I think you should cut. I don't think this is a great play. Very tough situation here. So, hope you cut soon. Because if you don't, you're going to be bleeding a lot of money, man. So, good luck to you. Hope you cut, but no matter what happens, please continue to post updates. I want to see how you handle this and what ends up happening. Why do the apes like SoFi? Quite honestly, I don't really know either. I haven't really done the DD, but yeah, I know it's a banking company, like a decentralized banking company. Maybe let's see the short interest. So it says here that there's only 6% short interest. So I don't think there's a high short interest. That's pretty standard. But there is only 2% institutional ownership. So apes usually like that. When there's low institutional ownership, that means that everyone can just pile in and just diamond hands and hold and never sell. And they can force the price up. Honestly, I just think that it's a new company. There's a lot of hype around it. And they like the stock. It's about democratizing banking for the little guy. So I guess it kind of fits into the Wall Street Bets narrative. It's a new stock. It's a SPAC actually. So probably just a lot of hype around this. Apes like the stock, and low institutional ownership, and a decent amount of short interest. But I really haven't done too much DD on this, so not quite sure, honestly. ATOS not singing Timber yet? I don't think so. Whoa, look at BLN. That's up to 580. Oh my god. Okay, that's squeezing in the aftermarket. No, it's not singing Timber yet, but it's going down a little bit. Alright, this next one is by Dot Cipher. They say 36K SoFi, July 2nd, 19.5 calls, YOLO. Okay, well he just set the play right there. $36,000 YOLO, 36K YOLO. Expiring this Friday, July 2nd. 19.5 strike. Call options. Oxygen just broke 8. What's it at now? Well, it's sitting on 8, so honestly, it's not that bad. I hope it finishes above 8 by Friday. But even if it doesn't, not the worst thing in the world. At least as long as it doesn't go down to like 6 like it did the other day, last time. As long as it doesn't go that much below 8, I'll be okay. I'm not gonna get that mad. I'll just sell more calls on it. Wasn't the plan, but oh well. Okay. Just hodl. Yeah, I'll hodl and sell covered calls on it. That's the move. See, more people should sell covered calls on their diamond hands hodl positions, because why just hold it and you can make additional passive income just by selling covered calls. And then it's like, oh, but what if it goes above the strike and then I'm gonna lose out on gains? Who cares? You're gonna be in the green. So, I mean, not financial advice, but that's what I do. If I'm holding stock, I'm just selling covered calls on everything. I don't care. Okay. So he has 460 calls. Zakaria. Well, I did a video on that. Cash secured puts, covered calls, and the wheel. But it's simple, bro. You just go to the options tab. You choose which week. Let's say next week, July 9th. And then you go here on the call side. And you choose whichever strike you bought. You don't have to do this, but this is how you don't lose money. You choose whichever strike that you bought the shares at. So I think you said 27 or something. So right now, you get $18 per contract at the 27 strike. So if it doesn't finish above 20, if it stays below 27, you keep your $18. And if it finishes above 27, you get your $18, and you have to sell your shares. So yeah, it's not too hard, bro. You go to the options tab, you hit sell, submit. Like actually doing it is not the hard part. Understanding the concepts and why you're doing it is the difficult part. But yeah, man, just go check out my video. Covered calls, cash secured puts, and the wheel. I thought you guys wanted that, and not so many people are watching my options videos. Anyway, alright, back to this. So I'm not quite sure what he's up or down, because, well, it says realized profit is 8K and unrealized loss is 7.5K. Market value is 29K, so yeah, I think he's down 7K on this. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so this was a 36K YOLO, $36,000 YOLO, and right now he's down 7K on this. Okay. So this is a bit risky. So far. Yeah, right now SoFi is at 19. So it's not in the money yet, but it's close to that. This is tough. This is a tough position here, because this isn't in the money, but very close to it. But the expiry date is in 2 days. So personally, I'd probably cut this one, because the risk is not really worth the reward. You're already down 7K on this, and while this could go in the money, even if it does, you're probably not going to make that much money on it. And if it doesn't go in the money, you're going to be out 36K. So, you know, you got to weigh the risk and reward here. It's just, it's not, it's not really worth it. And with theta decay, the longer you hold these options and it doesn't go in the money, the more money you're going to bleed every day. So if this doesn't go to 19.5 by tomorrow, you're probably going to be down another couple grand, maybe 10 grand or something like that. And if it doesn't go there by Friday, you're going to be out all your money. So this is, these options are going to lose value very, very quickly. And you're risking all this money on the chance that this goes to 19.5, but even if it does, you're not even going to make that much money. So yeah, I think the best thing to do here logically is just to cut, take the 7K L, because if you don't, you're going to be out 36K. And if it does work out, you're going to be up what? You're going to be up what, like maybe a rack? Maybe $1,000? Not even that much. One second. Here's another siren. Alright, my bad. So, yeah, very tough spot here. And the way you avoid spots like this is not to do them in the first place. Don't buy FDs. I mean, at least the strike isn't like that crazy. It's definitely possible, but just not worth it. So yeah, personally, I would just cut this. It sucks, but if you don't, this could go really, really bad. So, Cypher, thank you for posting. Good luck to you, man. I'm rooting for you. Hope this works out. But personally, I would sell, and I think you should as well. Because what's worse? Losing 7K or losing 36K? Verb Maker. I briefly did when you asked. It wasn't part of the show today, but so far. I mean, it's pretty standard right here. 44 RSI. That's actually a bit undervalued. But the volume is picking up. That's pretty interesting. So I think the apes are piling in on this one. And SoFi is the number one mentioned stock on Wall Street Bets the past couple of days. So we could see some pretty big movement soon. But this shouldn't go below 15 though. It seems like 15 is some really strong support here. And it seems like there's some pretty strong resistance at 24. So strong support at 18, strong resistance at 24. Probably upside. Probably more room to the upside right now. Now RSI is at 44. That's on the lower end. Pretty average, but on the lower end. And the volume is picking up. This is gaining sentiment on Wall Street Bets. Not too much on Stock Twits, a little bit. But Wall Street Bets really, really likes this one. So, the apes are piling in. Seems like pretty fair value here at like 19 bucks according to the RSI. And the volume's picking up. So, yeah, I would say more upside potential. And if this does go to the downside, it should not go below 15. If this goes to 15, then that'd probably be a good time to load up. Hope that answers your question. Okay, so, not sure if I said this already, but we'll just do it again. So, Dot Cipher, thank you for posting. Very entertaining here. Good luck to you. I think you should sell. I would sell. But, either way, please post updates. I want to see what ends up happening. Okay, this one is by Usual Performance. They say YOLO 24K on SoFi. The more it dips, the more I buy. Yeah, 24 seems like some very strong resistance. 15 seems like a buy. Very strong support there. Okay. So, here we got 14 options, 14 calls at the October 15th strike, 17.5, or for the October 15th expiry date, 17.5 strike, and then we have a leaps, one call option for January 20th, 2023, 12.5 strike. So, I mean, right now, he's down on this. Not too much. This wasn't the biggest trade. Right now he's down, but I like this one. I personally probably would have went a little further than October 15th, probably January 2022 at least. But, you know, unlike these other apes who are buying FDs for like 2 weeks out, something like that, this is a decent amount of time. This is, 3.5 months out? So, not the most time, but a lot more time than, you know, these other apes. So that's a pretty decent play there. 17.5 strike. That's a good strike. That's in the money. Personally, I don't go for in the money options because at that point, it's kind of just like trading the stock. You don't get that much leverage. But it is a safe option, so I can get behind that. Pretty safe play there. As long as SoFi doesn't go below 17.5, pretty safe bet here. And then he has the leaps January 20th, 2023 calls, or call, one single call, for the 12.5 strike. I like that one. I like the leaps January 2023. A lot of time, 1.5 years for that to work out. Plenty of time. Like that a lot. 12.5 strike. Again, very in the money. I wouldn't do that because that's probably just like trading the stock. Pretty close to just trading 100 shares of stock. But very, very safe play there. You know, the further you buy options, the further out you buy them, and the lower the strike, the safer it is. So that's really the safest you can get with the leaps there. So I like that one. And the October 15th, 2021 calls, 17.5 strike. I like that one too. Pretty decent play there. As long as anything crazy doesn't happen, that should work out. So these are in the red right now, but, you know, give it a couple months, these should go green. So, personally, I probably wouldn't make plays like this. Maybe if the strike were higher, then yeah. But I really can't argue with this. I really don't see anything wrong with these plays. This guy decided to take the safe route. Says YOLO, but this is a pretty safe YOLO. So I support it. Pretty good play here. Pretty decent play. So usual performance. Thank you for posting. Great content. This should work out unless anything crazy happens. So good play here. You know, not anything super ape-ish, but, you know, logical, smart, good play. Well done. So good luck to you. Hope you print attendees, and please post updates. Okay. So he's back. The Wall Street Bets legend, SSI 420. This guy is a legend on Wall Street Bets. This guy just makes ridiculous trades, and somehow it always works. But actually, this is like the first time I'm seeing him post a loss. Well, it's not that bad yet, but first time I've ever seen anything red coming from this guy. Amazing. This guy needs to be in the Wall Street Bets Hall of Fame. Anyway, he says, wish poopsicle in the making. So we got 500 calls here for Wish expiring July 16th at the 15 strike. So this was a 55K YOLO. And right now, or this was a 58K YOLO. And right now he's down $2,500. Not too bad. Only down 4.35%. I guess that still deserves a go. Okay. What's Wish at? $13. Okay, so Wish is at 13, so that's over a 20% gain needed. Definitely possible. Over 20% in 2.5 weeks. Definitely possible. But no guarantees at all. Now, I will say that I've reviewed a bunch of these of this guy's plays before, and he does seem like he knows what he's doing. He always sells before expiry, which is what you should do when you play options. Holding till expiration is generally not a good idea, unless you're selling. So this has a decent chance of working. Probably more likely that it's not gonna work than it will work. But I've already seen this guy's trades. I know that if it goes in the green, he's gonna take his profits, and if it goes too red, he's gonna cut his losses. And he's rich. Like, he's made, 6-figure YOLOs all the time on Wall Street Bets. So even if this doesn't go good, he'll be fine. So, I can get behind this one. I don't like the play itself. It's an FD. I guess the strike is acceptable. 2.5 weeks, it's an FD. The strike is acceptable. A little bit high, but, there's a lot of apes love Wish, so they might pump it up. Very possible it hits 15. But, just knowing how this guy trades, yeah, I know he's not going to diamond hands either way. If it goes to the upside, he's not going to diamond hands. He's going to take profit. If it goes to the downside and the losses start piling up, he's not going to diamond hands. He's not going to let it expire worthless. He's going to cut the losses. And he can afford to take the losses. This guy is probably a millionaire. He's at least worth a couple $100,000. He might be a millionaire. So, I don't really like to play, but I trust the user for this one. So, depending on your skill level of trading, certain plays are better than others. I definitely wouldn't recommend a newbie do this. That'd be pretty bad. But, I would assume that a more experienced trader knows how to handle a trade like this if things go bad. And even if they go good, they're not gonna get too greedy. They're gonna take their profits. So, yeah, I can get behind this one. I support this one, not because I think it's a good play, but because I know that the user who made this play is gonna handle it correctly, no matter what happens. So, SSI 420, thank you for posting. As always, great content, very entertaining. I'm very surprised that this was in the red. I don't think I've ever seen you post anything in the red. It's usually some ridiculous gains, like five-figure gains and stuff like that. So, nice change here. You're human. You can actually lose money. So, thanks for posting. Good luck to you. Hope this works out. And please post updates. Well, this one got deleted. So, oh well. Guess we're not doing this one. Well, that was the last one, so that's the show, guys. Unfortunate. Yeah, the market makers, even SoFi. For some reason, every single SoFi YOLO is for July 16th. I have no idea why. Maybe there's a catalyst. But every single YOLO I see for SoFi is for July 16th. I'm like, what's with July 16th? Why is this so popular? I don't know. I mean, we could look at that. And look, the IV is much higher for July 16th than any other date. It's higher than July 2nd. It's higher than July 9th. So that's a bit suspicious. So the market makers predict that there's going to be some big movement. Is there a catalyst coming up? I need to read more on this. What's up with July 16th? Unusual options activity. I'm reading here. Selling calls for the 20 strike. 8,900 volume. So maybe those are the market makers. Maybe those are institutions. 8,900 call options. Selling the calls. So they're betting that this is going to stay below 20 by July 16th. Interesting. The most active options were July 2nd expiration, 20 strike. And August 25 calls got a lot of trading. Okay, that's interesting. But, you know, that's pretty weird. That's suspicious that July 16th has 118% IV and everything else is just like 100%. Well, this week is 114, but that's over in 2 days. So maybe there's going to be some big price movement. It's probably just not the way that people want it to go. Yellow Roller, I did do the Yolos. I just got done with that. Did 4 of them. And then Wish. Let's see, Wish. Look at that. Look, same thing. Wish, July 16th, 144% IV. What's going on there? Well, actually, everything after July 16th is also pretty high. Around 140. But July 2nd, that's only 107% IV. July 9th, 126% IV. Interesting stuff here. But yeah, most definitely. The market makers are going to try to kill the options. As they always do. So, anything else, guys? That's the show for today. Oh, shit. So tomorrow, what am I looking at tomorrow? Got to keep an eye on XELA. That might squeeze. That might pump up. Gonna keep an eye on NTLA. I might make a play on that. I got squeezed out on Monday. Lost like $300 on that. But I'm going back for seconds. Maybe. NTLA. Look at this chart. Look at that. They did an offering and the stock goes up. How ridiculous is that? CUEN. Might have to short that. It's coming back up. That's back up to 580 now. Might have to short that one. So I'm probably going to go with CUEN and NTLA tomorrow for short plays. PBTS. That was also trending today. And we talked about that yesterday. I thought this was supposed to squeeze today. What happened? The market makers got you. Yeah, I'm not going to go for this one. This was a penny stock not so long ago. But yeah, CUEN, look at that. Look at that chart. CUEN. Ridiculous. Well, that's what I'm doing now. Gonna have to go back to the drawing board and see what plays are what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But yeah. Okay, gonna sign out now. Alright. I appreciate you guys. I'm glad you guys like the content. The channel is growing. I got 8 subs over yesterday. So I guess everyone liked the video I put out. So appreciate all the support. Appreciate you guys being here. You guys make the show possible. So thank you guys. All right, gonna sign out now. Thanks everyone for watching. Let's do that again. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.